Man, so many of you guys have been reaching out over the past 24 hours. I've gotten so many personal messages on Facebook, text messages, and emails from a ton of different people just saying, hey, we're thinking about you guys and we hope that you stay safe during the storm, and asking a bunch of questions about how we're getting prepared. So I'm going to keep everybody updated here on my YouTube channel throughout the process of the storm. From today, where you're really just kind of preparing, all the way through the process of the storm and the aftermath. So I'll continue to do update videos here on this channel, and hopefully I can even do some live stream video while the storm is coming in. We'll have to see what the conditions are like at that time. So just to give you an update of where we are right now, the storm is out there. It is super powerful, still a Category 5, 185 mile an hour winds, and the way the tracking is going, it's going right over Puerto Rico. It's supposed to go over the Dominican Republic and kind of skirt over Cuba, and then it's supposed to take this turn up and almost to the right. And if it stays exactly on the track that they're thinking right now, it's going to turn right into the bottom or the tip of Florida and then rip straight up through the state. It's supposed to still be a Category 4 at that point. So a couple things can happen. I really break it down into 3 scenarios, because realistically, if you've lived in Florida or a hurricane-prone area, you know that the tracking is not always super accurate. I mean, look at what happened last year. If you remember the whole hurricane and dipcon situation of last year, we were supposed to get creamed by this Hurricane Matthew, and literally the time that it was supposed to hit us, it just stayed off to the right, stayed onto the coast, and we didn't get more than a little bit of rain and wind. We were able to have dipcon the next day. So the tracking is super helpful to make sure that you get prepared if you're in the area of probability, but it doesn't really mean they know what's going to happen. I think one of 3 things is going to happen. Either one, we're going to get little to nothing. The storm tracking is going to be way off. It's going to stay off into the Atlantic Ocean, and we're going to get some weather, but some wind and rain, but nothing crazy. Option 2 is we are going to get hurricane force winds, and it's probably going to be in the Category 2 or Category 3 range, which means no power for a week or 2, no running water for a while, downed trees, some damage to some cars and some different things. So it's going to impact the quality of life in the sense that we're not going to have air conditioning down here in South Florida for a while. The food in the fridge is going to go bad. Some things, but they're all super survivable, and they're really comfort items for most people. And option 3 is it stays a high Category 4 or Category 5, and we just get bullseyed where we are here in the Coral Springs area, and we just get kicked right in the nuts. If we get hit with the eye, or around the surrounding area of the eye in the Coral Springs area, with a 4 or a 5, that's the question mark, really. Everybody down here in South Florida, if you've been here a while, you've lived through Category 1s, Category 2, Category 3s. You know the routine. It's not comfortable, but it's not devastating. I mean, your standard safety is never really in question as long as you're in a decent structure. When you have a Category 4 or 5 and you're looking at getting hit by that eye center, if you've never been around hurricanes before, let me tell you, that is where the real question marks come in. You could be in a full-blown standard house and really still be endangered. Now, our house here is a rather newer house. It's got all impact hurricane glass and doors. We're in pretty good shape as far as you can be when you're staying in a house. But there's really no guarantee. I mean, the roof is always in question. There's going to be a lot of flying projectiles if we really get into that Category 4 or 5 range. So a lot of question marks. Now, for me personally, I got 2 young kids. I got a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. My wife was planning on going to visit her family out in California in a couple weeks. We just moved the trip up several weeks, and they're already out there right now. So wife, kids, out in California, done. A lot of stress off my shoulders. But I do have 3 dogs, as a lot of you guys know, and I can't just leave them here, and there's really nowhere to bring them, so here I am. I'm going to kind of weather out the storm here at the house. As far as Dip Your Car as a company, we will be fully functional today and operational on Wednesday, but then I have to really take a look at the storm path and make a decision that's best for our employees as the week goes on. If the storm continues to curl, and it looks like we're not going to get the meat of it and it's going to stay off to the ocean, we're probably going to be fully functional tomorrow as well, maybe even Friday. if it stays on track and it looks like we're going to get ripped right through the middle and we're going to get that meat and potatoes of it, there's a good chance that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if not even Monday, Dip Your Car will not be operational. Now, as long as I have internet, I know myself and a couple other employees will be trying to jump on the emails, trying to jump on the chat feature, and make sure we can service our customers the best that we can. The one thing that's really going to stop us as a company is when UPS and USPS are going to be picking up packages and when they're not. So obviously, when they decide, if they decide to stop picking up packages and shipping, that's when your packages and your orders will stop moving. And I'll make sure that communication is wide open for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. But again, I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout the entire process. I hope I can get some interesting content for you guys, because if you're in a different part of the country and you've never experienced a hurricane before, I plan on standing right in front of those impact glass windows and doors and getting some live footage for you. So keep an eye on this channel. If you're not subscribed to it, subscribe now. And I'm going to give you the best information that I possibly can. If you have any questions, just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll make sure I answer them the best I can for you. Hopefully everybody in the area stays safe. I'll talk to you guys soon.